morning and welcome to a very exciting day 3, the first final of the Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championships. My name is Gus. I'm joined in the commentary box by Louisa. How are you, Louisa?
Yeah, feeling fantastic this morning. Thank you, Gus.
A lovely day in Canberra. I dare say the nicest weather we've had.
Yes, well, maybe don't speak too soon. I think we're expecting some wind later on.
Okay. Wind's looking to pick up at the moment. I'll just do a little grass toss. It's a very slight breeze coming diagonally from across the field towards the camera, and it's a little bit right-left.
So we have New South Wales and Victoria facing off in this women's grand final.
A very exciting contest. It's been a wild division, the Wild West out here in the women's division of this Under-22 Ultimate Championships. Some crazy results that we might get into later as the game progresses. But for now, we've got New South Wales coming out on D. Jenny Wu with the pull. No wind to speak of at the moment, but it's definitely coming and going. A bit swirly. And Victoria with the task of putting in their first offensive point here.
Nice centered pull. Burchett with the disc now, looking.
See a big zone here from New South Wales, the 3-person cup. Forcing it upwind, which is an interesting decision.
Ooh,
Della with the hammer over the top.
Connecting.
Got some strong handlers, Victoria, and they're happy to just swing it around, waiting for the opportunity, but there's a drop.
Unlucky there for Kerr.
Yeah, just a difficult one, quite high, and it's going to be Apple bringing in the disc for New South Wales.
Victoria starting with a man defense.
Early deep cut from Foy that doesn't come off. Kendall Lane streaking into the dump space, but it's Wu with the disc now in the middle of the field. Unable to get a lot of downfield movement at the moment, New South Wales.
Keeping
Victoria,
that force forehand.
yeah, great pressure from Victoria. Just the dump back to Wu. And Apple finds it up the line. Still nothing on downfield, really. It's Nguyen with the disc, and she launches it. But it's just out of the hands of Daisy Wang. Victoria with another chance here. We can have a little look at this 3-person cup. They're forcing upwind, making Victoria throw into the wind. Those shots are quite difficult. But Victoria just need a bit of patience here, I think, to just swing it around.
Exactly. Keep that disc moving, keep the cup moving, and a big shot there from Burchett.
Well read by Wu at the back. Finds Apple going forward. New South Wales going to want to get the disc moving quickly before Victoria set it up. It goes from Lane. It's Strawn underneath it. Eva Strawn.
Oh.
Just can't quite get in the right spot there. It died
Eldred to
quite
pick
quickly.
it up straight away.
Another shot over
deep,
the top.
Yeah.
Oh, this is now the 3rd possession each. New South Wales with the disc in the hands of Foy. Finds Apple up the line. Apple doing a lot of heavy lifting here for this offense. Can't find Wu. Backwards, finds Strawn instead. New South Wales past half now. And a term, no, it's kept alive by Foy. There's a lot of traffic. Hard to get free in that downfield space. Wu now with the disc on about her own brick mark, her attacking brick mark. A lovely inside shot to Nguyen, who puts it up, and Kendall Lane is underneath it. And it's a goal, but it's going to be a pick. Some discussion of whether or not it affected, which is characteristic of every single pick call that has ever been made. A great throw from Nguyen. Lovely around backhand shape to Lane in space.
That break throw really opening up that break side for New South Wales there.
Lovely sharp inside from Jenny Wu. It's going to go back to her.
Victoria keeping that force forehand. Can they keep it on that side?
And the throw goes up. It's Lane underneath it. And she reads it. And that's a goal for New South Wales.
New South Wales with one on the board.
A great start to the game for New South Wales. After a couple of possessions, that's a break. That's a break for the first point of the game. And we might just talk quickly, Louisa, about New South Wales' path to the final. It's a 5-team division, this women's division.
Yep.
So everyone plays everyone once. First place goes straight to the final. 2-3 plays semi, and 4-5 play for a spot in the bronze medal game. And so New South Wales in pool play beat Western Australia 13-8, Victoria 12-7, South Australia 15-2. They lost to ACT 10-11, but ultimately still finished on top.
Yes.
So they come in fresh and rested, didn't have to play a semi-final, although they did lose to ACT, which is, I mean, just wild.
Very wild. So yeah, both teams coming in with 3 wins and 1 loss. But yeah, definitely that New South Wales loss to ACT came a bit unexpected. So great work to ACT for that one. We can hear quite a loud cheer on the sideline coming from New South Wales.
Call
Great
and
energy.
response Wales situation, which I'm a fan of.
And Della to pick up the disc, centering to Robertson there.
New South Wales opting for that zone again. Still a standard 3-3-1.
Victoria opting to work it through this time rather than taking that upwind shot.
Yeah, and it's being forced downwind as well this time, which is an interesting change.
Nice control from Chong there.
Yeah, it's a bit more patient this time. Happy to just, they've got a lot of strong throws, Victoria.
Yeah.
Happy to keep it in their hands.
Ooh. Yeah, looking a lot more composed, taking a second for that decision making. Beautiful swing, gaining some ground. Trying not to get stuck on that sideline now, Della.
Lovely scooper over the top to Robertson in a paddock. Oh no, just a little miscommunication on the dump pass. After such patient offense there from Victoria. And it's giving New South Wales a chance with the disc. Graham's gonna pick it up on about her own brick mark. Cuts coming from the 5, looking to get it under. It's busy. Annalise Heddich does it. Big flick fake that doesn't come off. Still looking downfield. The stall count's getting high. And there's a run through D, but there's a foul call on that one. Strawn calling a foul. That's Shania Strawn, not to be confused with Eva Strawn. It's easily done though, because they look similar and they're sisters.
So if we have another look at this one, on the undercut there, yeah, perhaps Strawn feeling that Chong perhaps made some contact in that contest there.
And we see the contested signal. An interesting beginning. So contested foul will go back to the thrower. The stall count will remain as it was when the throw was released. The stall count, I think, would be high-ish. Because Heddich has had the disc for a long time. Looks to the dump now. Can't quite find it and shoots it deep. It's over the top. It's going to hang, but just not enough. Too far for Graham. Victoria with another chance.
They showed much patience and composure in their zone offense before. Let's see if they can maintain that for this second attempt. Della to pick up. Looking straight away to centre. Oh, great take from Robertson there.
Good hands from Robbo at the back.
Again, Della with the small bowl. Nice taking control.
Oh, lovely brave throw, but
Rossfield.
it's maybe a little too brave into the wind
just
there from Robertson.
Picked up a little, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's going to be Apple to bring it in very close to the end zone line for New South Wales. This will be huge. This will be a second consecutive break to start the game.
Forcing that flick. Della taking a big step off, covering that open side space.
A very active mark as well, making life difficult. Lila throws it over the top, and it's Strawn who brings it down. Eva Strawn, not to be confused with her sister, Shania Strawn. And that's the second goal for New South Wales. 2-0 in this game. Jeez. You got a feel for Victoria there. Played some very patient offense on their first possession. Hasn't been easy for them all tournament. As we were saying before, as we see quite an interesting chant from Victoria.
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
Getting the arms involved.
Yeah. Yes, they, as we were saying before, they do have 3 wins and 1 loss in pool play. Their loss, of course, going to New South Wales earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, but a win against ACT. So taking 14-10 to ACT as their first game. But then a loss to New South Wales, 7-12. So taking that one to time cap for sure.
And then as a result of coming second in the pool, they had to play ACT in a semi-final yesterday afternoon, which was apparently an absolute
cracker of a game to
cracker.
watch.
It was a blinder, a barn burner.
Yes.
It was 8-3. Victoria were up 8-3 at half. They were 11-4 at time cap. And ACT came back with 5 breaks in a row to make it 12-10. So they did come away with the game, but only just.
Yeah.
And you just get the sense that that would be draining.
That would definitely,
emotionally,
yeah.
physically. And so they're coming in. New South Wales are fresh. Victoria coming in kind of flat to the start of the game. They're going to want to change their fortunes here with another offensive point. I wonder if we'll see that zone again. We will not. Just going a straight match here.
To Burchett there, looking to swing to Nguyen.
That's good dump defense,
Yeah.
putting a lot of pressure on the
Great
resets.
pressure.
Parks now with the disc. And it's a D with a potential call. No call.
No call.
Just a straight up run through D from Strawn. Graham with the disc and she launches it
looking
to
long.
Lane. Yeah, it's a difficult catch in that wind. A difficult throw as well.
Eldred on the sideline now. A lot of people around the disc, but finds Nguyen. Unmarked in the centre there.
And a bobble and a put down drop there from Victoria. Graham picking it up straight away. Lynn with the disc now. New South Wales, again, it's just so busy. There's so much traffic in that downfield space, and the inside shot has to go. Ewan does well to read it. Big fake. Hits the inside to Foy and up to Strawn. Lane now with the disc on the far sideline, the high side of the field. She's looking for something big, but just dumps it instead to Strawn, who also is looking for something big with a big point to the end zone and a lovely inside break.
Oh.
Such a great throw, but hard to keep it down. Victoria have a busting player deep, and it's going to go! A great throw from Burchett.
Looking for Bradley, and she takes it. Not quite in the end zone, though. Big over the top to Nguyen, who brings it down.
A great grab for Victoria. 2-1. That's a great throw from Burchett.
Yeah.
Just there was a lot to get that disc over and through, and she just was able to send it deep. Great reception from Bradley as well, and a lovely pop over the top. Not easy in the wind.
Definitely not easy in the wind. Yeah, Bradley and Nguyen both finding a lot of space from their defenders. Just a straight streak to that end zone, really paying off.
So see, this is the first turnover for Victoria. Great run through D from
Nice and
Strawn.
clean.
And this is the huck.
Yeah, she's just all on her own. Plenty of time, doesn't want to dump, straight to Nguyen.
Strawn, the defender, caught in 2 minds between going to the disc and going to the streaking receiver, and just gets thrown over the top of, really.
Yeah, what a great sit. Lovely placement by Burchett.
That was, Georgia Burchett, who's played for Terra. Got a couple of Australian representatives on the field. Actually, quite a few across different teams and age groups. Some beach players as well. Kendall Lane, a platypi, a platypus.
A fellow platypi, in fact.
A fellow platypi. Is platypi plural?
So platypi is the plural of platypus, but it's highly debated as to whether that's the correct term.
Right, okay. Ladamatos to receive the disc. New South Wales playing their first point of offense. Lovely high release break to Branda Lamb, who puts it.
Oh, straight shot.
She's got Hannah Chen streaking deep. Oh, and a humongous bid. A great bid. They call her Hannah Sticky Fingers Chen. Because apparently She's got the stickiest fingers in the whole competition.
Yep.
Just couldn't quite reel it in that time.
Couldn't quite get her fingers to it. So Victoria now to pick up.
New South Wales just playing match defense downfield. Branda Lamb.
Robertson walking it forward to Chong, in the middle of the field. Looking for some undercuts.
Oh, it's a D. A D there from Mandy Lee. Another Stingray involved in this game. Ladamantos with the disc now. It's a difficult upwind flick and it just doesn't quite connect to Branda Lamb, who may have tripped there.
Nice active force from Baccarat Cox there. And Robertson to pick up again, centres to Chong. Robertson looking back for it, not there.
Oh,
Ooh,
great grab.
Fantastic take. Using that height to her advantage.
Oh, great interceptive D. That's 2 now for Mandy Lee. She's a D machine. Dumps it back to Ladamantos. New South Wales trying to find some order in this chaos. It's Betty Town now with the disc. And she puts it. A huge flick. Mandy Lee underneath it.
Is it going to make it in?
Oh, I think the frisbee was in the field of play, but Mandy Lee just unable
Not
to.
quite under it.
Yeah, needed to read it really early, I think, and really had to hustle in order to get that frisbee. Huge shot from Betty Tan.
A little bit too far. So Victoria doing a really good effort to work it up, looking at those undercuts, but yeah, definitely great coverage from New South Wales there, really applying the pressure to those under movements.
Wind is picking up a little bit. That's why we're seeing the frisbee on the low side of the field so much, on the side closest to the camera.
So Robertson with the disc. Looking to Chong. To Julie Chong there. Baccarat Cox, oh, little fumble.
Ladamantos quickly picks it up, looking to run and gun. Finds Branda Lamb. He shoots to the end zone, and again, just a little bit too much.
Big shots from New South Wales,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah, fearless, and this was a huge part of their game throughout the tournament. They've got some big throwers, some athletic receivers, and they're not afraid to throw it. Branda Lamb there, just overcooking the flick a little bit.
So this time Tracy Chong walking it up. She's got Robertson as her dump. Oh, straight look deep. Beautiful put there. Finding Preston. Preston now looking. Dump option to Chong.
Ooh.
And an attempted dump throw, break throw. Can it come off?
Oh, almost, I think.
That's Julie looking to slide in there to save the day.
New South Wales, I think, just need to work those unders a bit more, but I'm wrong. Freddie Tab puts it to Branda Lamb. I get too much. Oh, maybe I was right. I think they're getting a lot of the disc and they're taking those shots. That's fine at the start of the point, but as it drags on,
yeah.
Well, maybe, I mean, I don't know. What do I know? Maybe just keep shooting your shot.
I mean, if you're going to shoot the shot and play great D,
Yep.
totally.
Yep. If
It's going to work in your favour.
And if that's been working for them throughout the tournament, I see no reason to change. Just maybe some execution adjustments will see them scoring a point. Victoria now with maybe their 4th possession of the point, maybe more than that.
Robertson receiving some sideline coaching from Egan Griffiths there.
Huge shot from Robertson.
Potentially just a call to put it.
Yeah. I wonder if that's what G was saying. Just let it rip, Robbo.
Just let it rip.
Mandy Lee picks it up. Betty Tan now with the disc. Looking for an inside shot. Finds Lee up the line, but it just doesn't quite stay in the hand of Mandy Lee.
All right, Victoria needing to stay calm now. The disc is on their half of the field.
I wonder if there's been another whisper in the ear of Kate Robertson from Egan Griffiths.
Oh, Chong straight. Oh, receiving that dump and swing to the centre.
They're past halfway now for, I think, the first time this point. It just doesn't quite connect the around throw.
A lot of movement from Victoria.
Some finals jitters, perhaps. These throws just aren't going to hand. New South Wales with another chance.
Will there be another big shot?
Betty Tan just grinding those unders. First cut every single time. And she shoots deep. That's a bit of a better throw. It's Hannah Chen underneath it. And it connects. Yeah, a bit more touch on that throw. showed a bit more lip to the wind, and it was able to sail into the hands of Sticky Fingers, Hannah Chen.
Yes, well, the shots paid off, didn't they? Fourth time's a charm?
4 times, I think more than 4.
More than 4.
It's hard to keep track of, but it is 3-1 now.
Yeah.
That was Betty Tan with the ultimate shot, who represented Australia in the form of the Blue Bottles, the under-24 mixed team, earlier in July.
Yeah, you can see just that great coverage for those under movements there.
Yeah, Mandy Lee got a couple of Ds, and this is the throw that did it. Lovely shape from Betty Tan.
Yeah, manages to
throws into a different third.
Step into that end zone.
Sign of a good huck is that it goes across thirds. That went from the sideline to the middle of the field.
Yeah, great read from Sticky Fingers there. So yeah, Victoria perhaps taking the time to reflect a little now. They're 3-1 down, receiving on offense, but yeah, going into that upwind, looking to perhaps take some shots themselves now.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaking 3-1 to be down because they have had a lot of the disc. They had it in their attacking half a couple of times as well. Just a couple of execution errors, I think, more than anything. It's not a decision-making thing for the most part. So they're going to have to put that out of their minds and try and play some good offense here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that New South Wales zone return.
A rolling pull now finds the sideline.
Eldred with a difficult task because the wind is picking up. Just seeing a straight match. Defense.
Forcing into that sideline. Ooh, Eldred almost fighting Batuin there. Really trying to make it work up that sideline. Unlucky though.
Apple with the disc for New South Wales. A good early swing to the middle of the field. Jenny Wu does the same, but just can't quite find the hands of Strawn.
Burchett to pick it up now. Oh, she's calling. Will there be a shot?
I saw a point. An Apple with the D, maybe. Oh, it's a tremendous grab. If there's no injury called, yep, we're just playing on. We hear a big wow from Simar Dhaliwal on the sideline. Justified.
I think Chen surprising herself there.
Yeah. And again, just the fumble.
Yeah, from Batuin there, that's all right.
The fumbles are killing Victoria at the moment. Killing them. And Jenny Wu to bring the disc in on the low side of the field. Looks to the middle early in the count. Apple busts up the line and gets it with a great grab. Finds Fly in the middle of the field. And then to Wu.
Victoria's going to need to keep that force. Oh, pick cold.
It's a pick call. It's going to have to go back to Jenny Wu. New South Wales going to want to keep the frisbee in the middle of the field or even further to the left of your screen. No, to the higher side, further away from the camera because of the wind. Strawn now with the disc, who shoots
a shot.
A dicey flick.
Product of the wind. So Victoria with another chance here, starting just outside their end zone.
Not only is it windy, it's also cold. And as the great man Alex Stadamatos once told me, warm catches win warm hands, take catches, and catches win matches. So that might be a factor here.
I think I'd have to agree with you, Laddo. Very solid reasoning.
Della with a huge inside gainer.
Oh. 72 Chen there, hoping to pass it off. Didn't quite work.
Doesn't quite come off, and now New South Wales with a big chance to score. Apple with the disc, floats the backhand over the top to Foy. Needs to be calm here. And finds it, and a lovely around break to Strawn for the goal. 4-1 New South Wales.
Yeah, taking quite a convincing lead here, 4-1. I'm probably feeling a little bit comfortable with that start.
Yeah, and again, Victoria, you understand if they're starting to feel a little bit dejected, maybe a little bit disillusioned by this win because they're in the game for sure. They're getting a lot of the disc.
Yeah, lots of possession.
Fumbles, really. Fumbles are the difference at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, if Victoria can shake off those execution errors, keep working hard.
New South Wales have gone back to the match defense. What do you think about that, Louisa? What's the advantage of match over zone in conditions like this?
I think the zone was definitely working. But yeah, New South Wales applying the pressure on the man has definitely been paying off as well.
Do you think maybe it's a function of there's just more pressure on a match look?
Yeah.
Every player has to work for every cut, as opposed to the stronger Victorian handlers being able to swing it around.
Yeah, definitely.
Despite the win, maybe New South Wales coaches are deciding that's what they want. They want the whole roster to be under pressure with the disc.
Yeah, forcing those, all different types of throws, making everybody on the field cut. So we'll see if, both teams stick to those tactics. Victoria on offense again.
Yeah, they've just got to find a way to get a bit more downfield movement, I think. We've seen that one deep shot,
Della
which was
catching
the
the
source of their goal.
ball, centering to Robertson. Oh,
Another fumble.
another fumble from Chong to start at the point.
That
And
might just be a cold drop, that one, as opposed to a fumble.
yes.
Graham to pick it up. Shoots a flick, and it's a great D. Chong gets it back.
She gets it back.
That's what you want to see from your captain. And she's, not only has she got the D, she's destroyed the Frisbee.
Oh, Julie, too many wheat-bix this morning.
The pure force of speed and mass times accelerate. Look, physics is not my area, but
Oh,
Chong,
sorry, that was Tracy, sorry.
Tracy Chong has decimated the Frisbee. She's warped it. And, oh no, maybe not. They're playing on with it. But had a look at least. Della with some good movement.
So New South Wales, setting up the zone.
Yeah. Ooh, scuba over the top. Get the call of that's what we want from the sideline of New South Wales. They want those difficult scubas upwind. Della might have to do another one here. Robertson striking through the cup. That's a hand block on the mark by Kendall Lane. The high release backhand, well read by Lane.
Definitely.
Gets her hands up high, and it's Graham to pick it up now for New South Wales. Swings it around to Lynn. Lovely inside shot, seemingly to no one, but
doesn't quite make it.
the right area that you want the Frisbee, you just also want a player to catch it.
So yeah, Della to pick up. Yeah, the zone offense definitely having the handlers in control. Definitely working in Victoria's favour.
Wow, that's a great throw from Robertson. She's known for those low inside flicks.
New South Wales really leaving this side of the field open for Victoria to work through.
Yeah, lovely movement now from Victoria. This is what they want.
Lee with the disc now. Back to Chong.
And once they find this downfield movement, they want to capitalise on it. They want to keep moving it. Della points, doesn't shoot though. Parks now with the disc. Really trapped on the sideline. Just getting little 1 metre gainers through the cup, striking up from behind.
They'll want it off that sideline.
Della throws the scuba. Great throw.
It's working.
They just got to grind here, Victoria. Just got to keep working it. Della's got to do a lot of heavy lifting. Chong as well. And here's Della. Goes to the high side. Robertson now. They're getting closer to the end zone, which I'm sure they're aware of. Started to factor into the decision making. So far, calm under pressure.
It's a lot of resistance not taking that shot and working it in. Ooh, Robertson to Della. Great fast movement there.
Just getting those little give-goes. Della now with a couple of options to score and finds Chong. That's exceptional
Just
zone offense.
sneaking it into Tracy there.
On the second or third go maybe there for Victoria. That's really good work. I think the difference is a lot more dynamic movement from everyone involved. We're not just waiting for the handler to take a big shot. And we're seeing a lot of striking through from behind, which is a good way to beat a 3-3-1 zone, which is what New South Wales are playing.
And then opening up into that middle with the scuba or that beautiful throw by Robertson there. So Victoria to call a timeout.
Okay. Good call, I think. To reset, come out on D. It's an interesting mind game, I think. An interesting mind game. New South Wales playing a zone, and they're kind of baiting Victoria into taking difficult shots. And Victoria have to resist that temptation and instead take the seemingly less advantageous little dinky passes just to get it moving.
Definitely.
But yeah, as you see from the sideline, even then from New South Wales, they're telling the mark to get big arms up in the air, wave them around. to try and stop those high shots that have been really the release valve for the likes of Della.
Yeah, getting caught on that line there. But yeah, great by Kendall Lane, that D that she did get on the mark. Had her hands up, but then said, nope, you don't get a second look at this. I'm going to take that straight to the ground, thank you.
Yeah. Did you see a lot of that? What was the name of the tournament that you played with the putter pie?
So Asia Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championships.
That's the one.
Yeah.
A difficult acronym.
AU22UC.
Yes. Yes. It became the beach element started to work against the tournament a little bit, didn't it? There was a typhoon,
was
there not?
a typhoon.
A growing
halfway through
typhoon.
the tournament where multiple fields were flooded.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's not much you can do once a sand is covered in water.
It's the danger of playing at the beach, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That we're not
Mercy
in control of the tides.
Not in control of the tides,
And
if only.
We're at the mercy of the winds in this game. It's up to the players and the coaching staff to find a way to use that to their advantage. I wonder if we'll see a zone from Victoria. We've just seen match from them so far.
Yep.
I think it has been working for them, though. They've been getting a lot of turns. The New South Wales offense is simple, which does not mean bad.
Yep.
It just means simple.
Yep.
And probably Victoria have had a lot of opportunity to play against it, so against the New South Wales just playing a basic vert offense. Stopping the unders, forcing flick in the wind is, we've all done it.
Yeah, as you said, simple but effective if done correctly. Yes, definitely. It'll be interesting to see what they come down in defense, whether they will opt to choose that match defense or come down in something a bit more tricky now that they've had the chance to discuss it.
I'd like to see a zone, but I guess what I'd like to see doesn't really factor into their decisions. So,
so Burchett with the pull here.
It's a pretty good one. It might roll, and it does to Ladamatos, who finds Mandy Lee, and it is a zone. We see it's a pommy, a four-person cup. Ladamatos hits the high side with a nice inside break to Mandy Lee. Now in the hands of Betty Tan, who's calm, keeps the disc. It's free flowing now from New South Wales. They have a lot of experience on this line.
Oh, Victoria looking to contain a change of mark there.
Yeah, change of mark. It's interesting. I think Brandon Lamb's being match marked out of the game. Assassinated, we call it.
Oh.
Mandy Lee can't quite hang on after a bobble. And Victoria get the turn that they desired. What will be important for them now is that they don't give it back. Ooh. The first pass can't connect. Betty Tan just putting so much pressure on her matchup.
Covered break cut there.
We're going to see that zone again. No, we're going to see match.
Match.
We're going to see match. Ladamatos swings it to the high side with a nice around break. New South Wales just moving it now. Get in the middle of the field.
New South Wales just really opening up the field with those break passes.
Brandon Lamb. He's got Lai in the dump space, but opts instead for the huge shape.
Who's
it might come off. Number
not
32.
Quite in, but infield. And a nice up the line.
And a nice throw from Ewan to Lai. Wow. Great shot from Brandon Lamb. Courageous. Oh.
Yeah, full cross field there.
Yeah.
Into
Against
the
wind.
Yeah.
Really good throw. Really good throw. Jeez. Okay, well, let's unpack that zone offense. I think initially I thought it was a pommy, but I've changed my mind. I think it was a 3-3-1 with an assassination. I think Isabel Thompson was staying tight to Brandon Lamb to just kind of match mark Brandon Lamb when she had the disc, and otherwise to get her out of the game. That's the idea of that. And it won the turn from a fumble from Mandy Lee.
Yeah, I think the wind just popped it off her chest there, but
yeah. That's the advantage of a zone in a win like this. It just forces so many more passes with tighter windows.
Yeah, but New South Wales, despite the turnover, looking quite strong in their zone offense, strong and in control.
Yeah, and a great throw from Ewan for the goal. Around flick, touch flick up the line. Wonderful.
So
5-2.
now, yeah, 5-2.
Yeah, wow.
New South Wales holding their lead. Victoria, no doubt, feeling a little bit of pressure here.
Yeah, but I mean, Victoria scored this is 5-3.
Yeah,
that might sound like a truism, and it is a fact. But
Numbers game.
That's
Numbers game.
yeah, numbers.
Robertson centering to Della.
So you see that zone again from New South Wales.
Can they work it?
Victoria just need that patience they had from a few points ago.
So they'll be looking to block
Oh,
Della's
that's a great around.
overhead. Yep.
It's a lovely round throw. I think Della's going to have to do a few more of those.
Quick pop over to Eldred, back to Della. Can she get it back around? Yep. Still on this sideline though. They're going to be looking to get it to the middle. Swing over to Robertson. Again, plenty of possession here from Victoria. It's going to be about patiently finding those holes.
I think there was a hole there, but it's just hard to see. You know, there's a miscommunication.
Yeah, from Batuan there.
Jess Lynn to bring it in, and looks deep early.
All
Gonna
on
receive
their
in space.
own.
Oh my
All on
goodness!
their
What
own.
a throw! What a throw!
Oh, you'd be
That's
happy with that
unbelievable.
one.
From Annalise Heddich in space. I didn't see her. I certainly didn't see her. That's a great throw to find her.
And I think, don't know if we'll get another look at that one, but Victoria might have seen that and go, didn't see a chase down. I think Victoria went, oh, I think she's got that one, whether I'm there or not.
Yeah. There's an air of inevitability about the throw. As soon as it left the hands, yeah, there wasn't a lot Victoria could do. So see again this little miscommunication.
From Batuan. Yeah, right idea, definitely.
A second too early. A
Yep.
second too early.
And we see the shot.
And another miscommunication
Yeah,
on the defense.
she peels just straight off from the back of the stack there, all on her own.
And it's completely unmarked.
Victoria, not a lot to catch up on. So we're looking at 6-2.
6-2, yeah. Well, I said it could have been 5-3. Now it's 6-2, and that's definitely
the
not
other way.
ideal for Victoria.
Yes. So New South Wales extending their gap there. 4 points for Victoria to catch up.
With each point that Victoria can't hold, the difficulty of their comeback just becomes that much more. And you just get the sense that they're going to have to rally a little bit before halftime if they want to stay competitive in the second, because I mean New South Wales are just on a roll here. They're not giving up the frisbee anymore. Victoria have to keep it on their first possession.
Yeah.
Jesslyn with a big pull that might float out, no, but it might roll out. Wrong again.
So New South Wales to run down on
Playing that zone again.
playing that zone.
Forcing upwind this time. I love the change up from the coaching staff to force upwind. Such an interesting mind game that they're playing with Victoria.
Parks to run through and grab it.
Swings it around. Nice throw. Yeah,
lovely
great throw.
Della to Burchett, gets it back to Chong over on the line.
Starting to get a bit of movement downfield. This is what they need, Victoria. Want to find a break.
Della calling for a swing handler. Finds Parks.
There's always holes in a zone. There's always holes, and Victoria need to just break through that front line and expose them. Della thinks about the hammer, but decides against it. Opts for the low release flick instead. That's too low. Too low.
Yeah.
Victoria need to get this D. You just get the sense they need to get this D. Parks putting a lot of effort in on the mark, putting a lot of pressure on him. May even get a hand block. That's so much pressure on the mark. I'm giving that D to Jess Parks for tremendous energy on the mark that's flowing on downfield. Victoria now very close to the end zone.
Very close. New South Wales opting to stick with the zone.
Still upwind as well, which I love.
Tracy to crash through, back to Della. Big swing to Burchett.
Good patience.
They're going to want patience in possession now. Great opportunity for Victoria right outside their end zone.
Oh, man.
Della
They're right on the line.
Della throws
the hammer.
Big hammer!
Oh, Stroud may have got a hand on that. A very wobbly hammer. Very wobbly hammer.
Chong almost under that. So close to being under that.
Yeah,
Stroud might have got a hand. So yeah, Chong definitely under it. Unfortunately,
this Australian Ultimate has a long history of dicey hammers at the end of a long, patient point. Jess Lynn now with the disc. The wind blustering the tent that we're under. Swings it back to Strawn, who finds Apple up the line, who's working well in that dump space.
Victoria really needs to work on holding that force.
And we see a lot of energy, but it's just not generating a D at the moment. Jess Lynn bobbles and keeps it, and throws a huge backhand around to Graham, and finds her in space. Lane's tricky to the end zone. Graham holding the disc. Parks doing that huge mark. She's just following the disc all around. No force seemingly. And the throw goes up. Ooh. And Lane puts it down. There's a stall out called.
Stall out called.
An uncontested stall by the looks of it. Parks is putting huge work in on the mark.
Can I just say great vision from Lynn with that backhand break.
Huge throw.
Bobbled it, but managed to just immediately see that player and take that shot.
Yep. And once again, we see Jess Parks putting in work on the mark, an often overlooked part of the game, but just puts so much pressure on the thrower. Changes her decision making, and twice now she's helped, I think, get a D.
Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately, you hate to see it.
Della will be feeling that, yep. So Parks on the mark again, just outside the New South Wales end zone. And a big D from Julie Tong.
Oh my goodness.
Very hungry for that one.
Wow. She had the position and she just put the work in, got the D. Lucy Della to pick it up.
A lot of pressure in that end zone. Great from Chong there. And Parks crashing through. Takes a up the wing shot.
Throw over the top. Here we go. This is where Victoria needs to capitalise, and it's a sinker. It's gone straight down into the ground. Apple now with the disc, finds Strawn, who finds her sister, not quite. Graham can't get the back up.
Wind takes it up and over her head there.
Victoria again with the D. If they once again get over the cup, they need to work really hard to capitalise on the outnumbered offence.
Victoria with a third chance against this zone now.
Oh, difficult shot from Burchett.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite come off. Apple with the disc now.
Park staying nice and big on that mark.
Look at those arms. Look at those arms. I'd hate to throw against that. And the eye contact as well as the throw goes up. Headage in space. That is an unbelievable throw.
Fantastic shot under pressure there.
From Lila Apple. Great throw. Lovely shape.
So New South Wales now sitting pretty comfortably at 7-2.
Yeah.
Half-time is first team to reach 8 points, so New South Wales will be on a mission now.
Yeah, half-time is looming. I wonder if there's a timeout here of Victoria just taking a moment, but they're going very slowly to the line. Yeah, I think it's a turnover. Sorry, not a turnover. A timeout.
Timeout.
I think it's a timeout. That mark from Jess Parks, it's good because there's a lot of energy. It's good because there are arms waving, but I think it's great because there's eye contact.
There is eye contact.
Which is just, you don't see a lot of it. People on the mark normally look at the frisbee. Jess Parks opting to look at her opponent in the eye, in the soul. And,
saying, fear me.
Definitely
throw past me if you dare.
Definitely put a lot of pressure on that throw, but it was a great one from Lila. 7-2.
So Victoria choosing to huddle up
Yeah.
For this timeout, perhaps rallying a bit more energy.
I think that would be a particularly crushing point because not only did they have a lot of the disc, they had it in really advantageous spaces and weren't able to capitalize. The hammer comes to mind. Lucy Della, really on the doorstep, wasn't able to get it over the head of Strawn. And
hammer perhaps the right option. There was a lot happening around the disc. I'm not sure if she had the dump option.
Yeah, and that's the difficulty when you're down 7-2, and you know Della's had to do a lot of the heavy lifting, and as a result has had a lot of turnovers in that point. I think it's hard to stay positive with your throws, to stay aggressive, to not think about the turnovers that you've already had.
Yeah.
So I like the idea behind the shot, but yeah, just it was wobbly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't quite come out of the hands in the way they would have liked.
And yeah, Strawn getting a hand to it. Maybe if she hadn't been there, maybe it would have.
Yeah, definitely.
Would have ended differently.
I like this chant from New South Wales. Good energy, and it's close to the Victorian huddle as well, which I think is a good mind game. They don't have to be that close. That's a game upstairs, that is, you know.
We can see Jasper Pentland there.
Yep.
Rallying Victoria.
Trying to get a bit of motivation. He's part of a very elite coaching team. Jasper has a lot of coaching and playing experience. Simar Dhaliwal playing experience as well, and of course, Georgia Egan Griffiths, one of the game's greatest players.
Yep.
And coaches.
I think Jasper coaching Spicy Chili for this upcoming women's season.
Okay.
Yeah. Team out of Melbourne.
Okay. And Simar and Georgia Egan Griffiths, of course, of ellipsis fame. So.
AUL as well.
Yeah, AUL fame.
Yep.
Lots of fame.
Just all the fame.
Yep. Yeah, I wonder how much that ellipsis connection is, because of course ellipsis are a dominant team in the women's division at the open level. How much their philosophy has come into this Victorian women's team. I wonder if they have a mascot as well. You know the men are the lead-beater possums? I wonder if the women have one too.
I haven't heard one.
We'll find out at half-time. I reckon that'll be our mission.
That'll be our mission.
Which is fast approaching at 7-2. Victoria really want to stop the bleeding here. They haven't scored in quite a while, and I really think that they need to.
Yeah. Yeah, just to feel that momentum gain again. I think a point would definitely work in that favour. Bring activity and energy back to Victoria's line.
No doubt.
So New South Wales, do we think they'll come down in that effective zone?
I don't know. They're working on a higher plane of being than I am. They seem to be one step ahead of Victoria. They're definitely 3 steps ahead of me.
So Eldred sending to Della.
We will see that zone, and they're forcing downwind.
Robertson to Chong. Back to Della. Finding Kerr on the sideline.
I'd like to see Della get every other here, just for a couple passes, just to get her confidence back and to really get the offense moving.
Della knowing exactly what she wants, saying point.
Yeah.
This is where I want you. Oh, unlucky there from Kerr. Victoria showing, yeah. That zone offense, very, very strong, very decisive.
Jenny Wu to bring it in. Again, it's just not their decision making, is it, Victoria? It's the drops.
Yeah, just the drops.
Finds Strawn on the swing. Who finds a lovely inside break to Foy. Who puts it?
She's got someone
it's
running.
It's a huge throw. It's just
little too out in front.
Yeah, just a little bit too much juice on that one.
Perhaps needed to just holster that for just one more second. Great shot though from New South Wales, and at this stage of the game,
yeah,
why not?
Why not? You know, last good when we're up 7-2.
It's a grand final, might as well do something specky.
I reckon. On the stream, Della now with the disc.
On this sideline, looking for something up over the top.
Ooh, a great D there from.
I think we saw that hole, but it was very quickly filled.
Pearl now with the disc, Lila. Shapes a huge around. It's going to be a Victorian D. There might be a
someone on the ground.
Might be a stoppage. An injury call potentially. I think a foul call would be unlikely. We'll see it again though. Oh, I think Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson just.
Bit of a punch in the face.
Bit of a punch in the face.
Wasn't it? But no foul call.
No call.
Playing on. Della with the disc. I think she's got to send it. I know I've given Della mixed messages, but I'd like to see an aggressive throw here. Because what's happening is the New South Wales zone know that the Vic handlers are just looking to pass it around themselves really. They can cramp in.
Yeah,
they can leave those
really
deep shots.
Exactly, forcing that number of throws. They just, more passes the better for New South Wales.
Ooh, arguably on the line there from Eldred, but no one's pointed at it. Robertson finds Della in the middle of the
Della's
field.
looking, not a lot of stretch from the wings there. They are staying nice and close.
Which I think makes it hard for the poppers, and in turn makes it hard for the throwers. Because there's so many New South Wales players in such a small area.
Ooh. Inside upfield look from Mabel there. Didn't quite come off.
Right option, I think. Squire's got the disc. Finds Wu. Finds Strawn. New South Wales need to grind those unders.
Big mark from Eldred.
Great cut from Wu in the dump space, but can't get it. And the other Strawn now with the disc, looking for a flick. Got a couple options. Pops it over to Foire. Really on the low side here, New South Wales. They're really cramped. Finds Strawn with a great grab under a lot of pressure. Oh, a fortunate fumble there. A couple of attempts at it.
Yeah, New South Wales perhaps just needing a little bit more movement out of the stack there. Handler's a little stuck for options.
I see Mabel Eldred marshalling the troops a little bit, telling her players to go deep. Della puts it to Eldred. Is it going to come back in?
It's
Jenny Wu's under it. Oh, and I think Eldred had hands on it. I think she had hands.
There.
Jenny Wu credited with the D. Swings it back to the middle of the field.
So I think those are the shots Victoria are looking to take at the moment.
A huge flick. A huge flick. But too huge. I like it from Della. I like it.
Yes, definitely. Opening up the field.
Stretching the field. And now to be in the back of New South Wales' minds, the Della can throw that throw over the top.
Big forehand here, but yeah, Wynn just took it that little bit too far. So Victoria to have it right outside the end zone.
It's so hard when you're down 7-2 to back yourself to take the shots, but you have to.
Have to.
You must.
Now is the time for Victoria.
Robertson with the disc, and she can throw it, and she does.
Patterson finding, oh! New South Wales perhaps helping there to get it to the Victorian team.
Victoria just looking to dish it, just continue the movement. Very close to the end zone line now. Robertson pops it in. Is it going to come down? Yes! A goal for Victoria!
Lee with the grab there.
Lee, was it? Lee with the grab.
Yeah, Lee with the grab.
Good read. Good read.
Robertson.
Oh.
Beautiful put up the sideline. New South Wales might not be too happy with that D.
And hopefully that sends a message to Victoria. Hopefully that inspires them to take those shots a little bit more. Because movement around the handler space is good, but big throw over the top is much better.
See that great grab from Strawn.
Some real plays in that point. They're long points that we're playing here. We're seeing a lot of possession for both sides.
Mabel, Eldred definitely with hands to that one earlier. So Victoria with another point on the board. New South Wales leading fairly confidently still, 7-3.
You just get the feeling, though, that in this wind, you know, you can get a break. Like, you can go on a run of breaks for sure, because both teams are getting the disc. You know, there's a lot of turnovers on both sides. Yes,
definitely. Yeah, in terms of a catch-up for Victoria, it wouldn't take a lot, just a few executions, a few more catches, and I think they'd definitely be in it. Victoria's still probably holding leading possession, wouldn't you think?
I reckon, yeah. Definitely had the most passes. Latamatos fields the pull up to Mandy Lee, her Stingrays teammate. And a zone, oh no, just match from Victoria. Betty Tan with the disc, with no mark seemingly. Finds Filea. Ooh.
A little friendly bump there.
Yeah, friendly fire. Betty Tan again has the disc. Shapes a backhand to Latamatos. And Lamb puts it in the end zone. There's bodies underneath
Who's
it.
going to bring it down?
Oh, it's a huge grab from Mandy Lee, but there's a call.
There's a call.
Oh my goodness. That was an exceptional grab, and the goal is
And
being
the
signaled.
goal stands.
Wow.
Baccarat Cox
Wow.
under that with that player.
It's great offense from New South Wales. Just looks silky out there.
Yeah.
Really tearing that match defense apart. They have a lot of experienced players who are probably quite fresh because New South Wales have been playing a lot of D.
Victoria, I think maybe changing the force or recognising the force after a few passes there. And we can see that little friendly bump.
I'd like to see that throw again from Lamb. Gets a nice power position on the break side.
Yeah. And you can see Baccarat Cox
Wow.
just behind the disc there.
He takes it at the peak. That's
Yep.
a great
Great
grab.
read.
Great read, great grab. And great half there from New South Wales as well. As the players are getting a drink, we might as well. But we'll leave you with a highlight reel of all the sensational things that have happened so far. 8-3, New South Wales
8-3,
leading.
New South Wales. We'll be back with you for the second half. So welcome back to the second half here at the Australian Ultimate Under-22 Championships. We're looking at our grand final women's match between New South Wales and Victoria. New South Wales taking half quite convincingly, 8-3. Victoria is still in the huddle, New South Wales making their way onto the line. And I've just got an update from our bronze medal match. So we've got ACT versus WA playing on the field right behind us. Currently, or just then, it was ACT in the lead, I think 10-4. 10-4.
10-4.
Yeah.
10-4 sounds good. Believable scoreline. ACT probably unlucky to miss out on this grand final game after a huge semi-performance against Victoria. Yeah, I just did a little lap around the grounds. The men's division final, which is happening immediately after this one, starting at 10:50, so don't go anywhere. We've got two hotly contested semi-finals. ACT have taken half 8-7 over Victoria.
Ooh.
New South Wales have taken half 8-5 over Western Australia.
Okay. So the grand final is up for grabs.
Anyone's game at this point. I think
game.
this 2-3 semi between ACT and Victoria is going to be a screamer. Going to be a real decisive game in the fates of these teams. But the game at hand, of course, is the women's final. New South Wales, as we said, pretty convincing in the first half. Just not turning it over as much, I feel.
Yeah.
Converting a lot more.
Playing that zone, causing Victoria to play high possession, lots of passes, and yeah, just Victoria making a few unforced errors there. And New South Wales taking shots, big shots.
Yep. So some big throws from Lynn. A couple deep shots from Branda Lamb, Betty Tan. It's all happening.
So
And start on offense as well.
Della with the pull, and they're coming down in a match.
Matos, disc in the middle of the field. It's the swing into Lee, but she's well covered. And it will wind up in the hands of Betty Tan. Swings it around now. To Lai. Matos suits it. It's a huge flick.
Shots.
It's a great throw. Betty Tan's underneath it.
Oh.
I think sometimes Helena doesn't know her own strength. Man, that was a huge throw
That
from
just
Matos.
kept flying and flying. So two players there, but the disc just coasting away.
As we see, New South Wales in a commanding position and able to take those shots without too much fear, I guess. Victoria, with all the pressure on them, is going to play some match defense here. Match offense, sorry.
Della looking for a fill, having to put that there. Yeah, probably the right option.
Better to turn it over around halfway, I suppose, but
maybe Victoria a bit late to recognise the zone offense versus the match offense there.
Mandy Lee to bring it in for New South Wales on the low sideline. She's got Branda Lamb streaming deep and throws it. That's a great throw. And a great grab from Branda Lamb. Unbelievable. That's the same 8th throw. There seems to be some
checking
confusion.
in with Parks there.
Oh, okay. But a goal was signalled.
Just taking a tumble towards the end of her defensive strike there.
Yeah, great throw from Mandy Lee.
Fantastic to land it right where it needed to be.
On a dime. Throws Branda Lamb open, who didn't have a lot of space on Parks. New South Wales starting the half exactly as they'd like to. 9-3.
9-3. Two big shots from New South Wales in that point. And Victoria starting on offense again, perhaps needing to call both that the zone offense and the match structure. What a put. We see it again there, right in that corner, just centimetres in front of Parks.
Okay. So the stream is continuing, but there's a slight fear that we've lost power and Rex has had to run around to all the power cords and make sure they're plugged in properly. Paul Rex. Multi TV doing a great job covering this weekend of Under-22 Ultimate. (9-3) New South Wales to pull. Come down. I'm interested to see what defense they play. Nice pull from Lynn, but well stopped.
So centres to Patterson, points deep, says go, 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 get it. Lynn under the disc there, can she get there? Not quite.
I like the look from Robertson. Point and shoot is always good. There was a zone, I believe, from New South Wales.
It was, yes.
So there's holes over the top for sure. You should have 2 players at the back to potentially shoot for. And Victoria definitely have the throwers to do so. And Kendall Lane now has the disc. Hits Jesslyn up the line.
Ooh,
doesn't quite connect. It was
that's all right. Missed shoot from Lane there. Right idea.
Very much affected by the wind. A real wobbly toss.
So New South Wales to place that zone on again.
I think that might.
Eldred looking to get it back and around. Finds Robertson. Handler's doing great to control that small ball. And
shot over the
up
top.
over the top. Finds. Ooh.
I think we might see a call here. Seemed like Trong had it. There was definite contact with Lynn. I wonder if the disc was a factor. So yes, there will be a foul call. The 2 players are going to talk about it.
Yes.
I think potential,
So you can
maybe
see
a strip even.
Yeah, potentially a strip. You can see Julie perhaps had a hand above and below that disc, looking to gain control, and then yeah. So Julie Chong involved in another call here as Spirit Captain, hoping to resolve that nice and quickly.
Playing along at home, you can decide what you think the outcome was, but here in Canberra, it's going to be the players who decide. Contested foul is the outcome.
So back into the possession of Eldred.
There are game advisors. They're happy to just watch that call take place within the time limit. So Eldred will have another shot. I wonder if she'll throw the same thing. So it wasn't a bad option.
I think the stall count was fairly
Oh,
high.
Lane with a
Ooh.
huge bid.
They're going to look to get it off that sideline.
They're just running out of space, and the shot goes up.
Yeah.
Lynn's underneath it.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, perhaps a second go.
Just popped up in the window, I think. Popped over the head of Lynn.
Yeah, Victoria feeling that pressure on that sideline there. New South Wales doing a great job to clamp down.
Yeah, and New South Wales bringing it in from a difficult position on their own end zone line, the low side of the field.
So very hard with these long throws. They'll be looking to perhaps put it under this time.
Pops up into the wind, and it's a quick D for Victoria.
Baccarat Cox under that. Finds Tracy Chong.
Is that a goal?
Checking her feet. Not quite in.
Some confusion from everyone.
So New South Wales sticking with the zone. And we've, yes.
It's a great goal. Nice bid from...
Robertson positioning her feet well.
Yeah.
So another goal for Victoria.
9-4. Good patient offense that second time. It is a very difficult place to bring the disc in from. I'll do another grass check. No, inconclusive, that one. I think
Not enough grass.
The grass I picked was too heavy. Take 2. Oh. Just throwing some grass into some bystanders, but the wind is going. Now it's a bit more right to left. It is still coming towards the camera, but I'd say more right to left. So we have developed a bit of an upwind, downwind situation. New South Wales now playing offense downwind. And that's why it's so hard to play left to right, which is what Victoria are going to have to do if they want to get a break, which they certainly do.
So great bid from New South Wales there. Nguyen. So Victoria to run down in a match or a zone. This is only their third or fourth opportunity, starting in defense, running down.
Yep. And we've got some big players on the line. Lucy Della with the pull. And it's a big one.
New South Wales with that back and forth cheer.
Ladamantos picks it up.
And the
Finds
zone.
Lee early. And it's an assassination zone. Ladamantos trying to be match marked out of the game. Everyone else is playing zone offense. And the shot goes up. Lucy Della with the D! She's a great athlete, Lucy Della. One of the best in this division for sure. She shows it there with a great read and a great D.
Great recognition to be in that spot.
Now Victoria have the real hard work, which is playing offense. Della with a grab. Under pressure, she wants it. She wants to go deep.
Yeah, Victoria still needing to work on their match options. Oh, great find there.
Della again. Della's marshalling the troops. She's putting the team on her back.
Batoon with the disc now.
Nice throw.
Finds Parks.
Parks. There's a lot of pointing. There's a lot of pointing.
Victoria managing to work it up. Finds Della. Will she put it in?
Nice inside
Great
throw and
inside
dump
leading pass.
Parks throws it out into space.
Oh, Tanuan doesn't quite
Just
make
too
it there.
far. But some good signs there. Some positive takeaways for Victoria for sure. That's great offense. A couple of really bold shots that came off. And they're going to play that zone again. We can have another look at it. It's a strange-looking pommy. It's a throw over the top.
And Della again.
Can't stop her.
Getting nice and vertical. Finds Parks. Centers to Della.
Ooh, just can't quite go to hand.
So Parks, another stingray.
Lee walking to the disc. Sings it wide. Brandon Lamb now at the disc. Brandon Lamb again has it. Oh, fakes the big hammer over the top. It was a goofy looking fake. I think it would have been a goofy throw as well.
And puts it.
Oh, it almost went to the hands of number 32, Ewan.
Victoria to get it moving straight away.
Keep it. Oh, I think she walked it out there. Definitely caught it out of the field of play.
Unfortunate there for Preston. Great position to be in on the field. Nice and open on that side.
Martos swings, it hits the wind. It's brought down by Mandy. Is it? No, it's not. It's fumbled, and it goes to the ground. Victoria now. Lucy Della calling for calm.
The wind really making things difficult for both teams here. Nice and gusty, taking that disc away. Big call to bring that stack a little bit closer. Wind's really picked up.
Della
and Nguyen with the disc,
work.
can't quite find Della.
It's got to go.
Just has to put it forwards.
Almost finds the hand. Release Bradley. Ladamantos swings it around. Brandon Lamb now on the high side of the field. This is where they want it. Lovely high release back in over the top to Betty Tan. And New South Wales are away. Brando again with the disc. It's caught for a travel. He's unhappy about it, but takes the hit. Shapes the flick over the top.
Ooh.
Can't quite find Ladamantos.
New South Wales finding some connections.
Della now in power position and she's going to put it. That's a great throw. She's got Bradley in space.
All right, can this zone contain? Sideline trap.
Oh, the
Oh, absolutely massive.
Betty Tan's caught it. And now a fumble. Oh, it's madness here. Dickson Playing Fields in Canberra. Della with another chance. Shapes and around throw. That's a huge, very important throw. Bradley puts it over the top.
Unfortunately, no Victorians there.
Betty Tan with the superior read. Brandon Lamb with it now. Staying on the high side, which is, I think, a big deal for this New South Wales offense. As we see another hammer fake from Brandon Lamb. Throw over the top, and it's a D from Victoria. They've got to go.
Yes, takes it down.
Goes it out to space.
Ooh.
Can she get it? Can she get it? Oh, it's a huge grab.
Keeps it up.
Unbelievable.
Incredible from Chan.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely incredible. Oh, teammates definitely getting around her for that one. That looked absolutely phenomenal.
9-5. Here we go. Here we go. Victoria had a lot of chances, but I think the difference of that last one was there was less New South Wales players around the disc. The throw it into space was a good one, albeit difficult to catch. Great grab. 9-5.
Off the back of the player there.
It's just wild. Crazy stuff going on.
We can see a D from New South Wales. And this, the absolutely mammoth block by Bradley. Gets caught though. And Batuin with the intercept.
I thought she'd thrown it too far, and then the wind held it up.
Incredible reach.
Unbelievable grab. Great goal.
Hand under that right before it was going to touch the ground. Oh, she's pleased with herself for that one.
As she should be, because now Victoria get to play downwind defense, putting a lot of pressure on this New South Wales team that has not been under pressure, not only this game, but pretty much the whole tournament. They've only had that one loss to ACT, and it was the Universe one. Universe loss, so Robertson's going to send it down. She's got a pretty big pull on her. Victoria, I wonder if they're going to set a zone here. I'd like to see it.
I would like to see it as well.
Huge pull from Robertson. And it's pretty much bang on the brick mark. Latamatos with the disc now for New South Wales. And we see that zone. It's a 4-person zone. Betty Tan with a great grab to keep possession. Oh, tight throw through the cup. Mandy Lee with it now. And just can't quite find a receiver. And that's a huge D for Victoria. All the momentum with the Victorians at the moment. Robertson walking to the disc.
Beautiful break to Burchett. Will she take a shot? Got Robertson back around. Oh, shoots straight through the hands, unfortunately. Victoria with the set again.
Yeah, New South Wales with a difficult task, difficult prospect ahead of them. A lot of energy in this Victorian defense. It's a good containing zone. Lee with the disc. Not a lot of options. Finds Brandon Lamb close to the sideline. They're creeping closer and closer towards it. Finds Latamatos again closer to the sideline. Fakes the hammer. Can't find Lee on the cut up the line.
Ooh.
He's going to have to shoot and does. To Betty Tan.
Robertson with the takedown.
Well taken by Robertson. Points to the end zone and hoofs it. Yes.
Ooh. Wynn just takes it to the left side of the field there.
I think that's evidence of clear instruction from the Victorian staff that they want it down there.
Yep.
Robertson
Take
happy to point,
the shot,
happy to wait, and
set
happy
the
to
zone.
shoot, which is what we want. What we want to see.
Yeah.
They're going to set that zone. Latamatos last time got caught with just no options really around the disc and had to put it.
So feeling a slight sway of control here. Victoria definitely.
Huge throw from Latamatos. Body's underneath it. Flair will come down with it. And the immediate throwaway. Miscommunication. It's gone to ground. It will be
Victoria
Robertson
with
walking
another
to the
shot.
disc. I wonder if we'll see that big shot again. Chong's going deep. And I think that's a D for New South Wales. They're going to set up that zone again. Latamatos shoots a flick.
Ooh.
To Ewan, puts it deep.
Oh.
It's just too far.
Again, Wynn just carrying it to the other side of the field.
These last few
Not
points,
quite under it.
there's definitely a momentum shift. A change of power, perhaps.
Yeah.
And it's going to go. It's going to go. It's absolutely going to go. There it is. That's
Take the shot and
far.
set.
At what stage do you send all 6 players deep and just have an aerial contest? Victoria setting up that zone. Latimarta's going to look to either move it quickly or send it, I think. Moves it quickly to Brandon Lamb. And it's very busy around the cup. It's very busy. Brandon Lamb, not a lot of options. She's going to have to throw it up the line to Betty Tan, who does well. And Betty Tan herself puts it deep to a contest.
Great D there.
Grab from Chong. Oh, huge run through D from Sticky Fingers Chen. And the throw goes up from Mandy Lee.
Ooh.
And Sticky Fingers brings it down. Sticky Fingers with the goal.
Double happiness for her there to get that run through D, score a goal.
I was making it 10-5. New South Wales, we are quickly approaching time cap. In fact, I was just asked if the hooter had gone, but I don't know.
Not quite.
It has.
We
It
have
has
heard
gone.
the hooter.
But thumbs up confirmation.
So time cap called perhaps during that point. So now with New South Wales taking it 10-5, we'll be game to 11.
Yes, game to 11 is what we're looking at here. So a mammoth, colossal task ahead of Victoria.
So grand final match, New South Wales up 10-5, game to 11.
It's game point for New South Wales. An opportunity to take home the trophy, to take the women's division title for the Under-22 Ultimate Championship. We're the first gold medalists of the day. There are, of course, 3 finals coming to you from Ulti TV.
Men's final up next at 10:50.
As we see, Phil Foreman just dropped a frisbee on the other field in the crucial semi-final between ACT and Victoria. Wonder what the consequences of that will be.
And our bronze medal match behind us is still going as well. The ACT versus WA Women's Division. So, Victoria on offense will be feeling the pressure to win this point.
No doubt. Upwind offense as well. Della to receive it.
It's a tense moment in the game, knowing that this point unfortunately might be your last. So wanting to always end on a high.
So see that
Della
zone
to
again.
Chong.
The zone again from New South Wales.
Della really in control of that small bowl, knowing what she wants. Through the cup. Faking the overhead. Back to Chong on that sideline. Really need to get that swing. Yep, beautiful. Over to Eldred. Finds Della. So Victoria here again. High possession, high number of passes. Looking to stay in control and just work it towards that end zone. Not wanting to take any big shots. It's a very important point for Victoria.
Ooh, great shot from Della.
Ooh.
I think it's a D there. New South Wales with the chance now to score. Some great offense though from Victoria. Strawn with the disc. Finds Wu.
Got it.
Strawn again. It's got Kendall streaming deep.
Ooh.
Doesn't do it. Doesn't throw it. Swings it back around to Apple. He's got a few options deep.
Lane again, Coling,
And
deep,
throws
deep,
the
deep.
backhand
Put
in
it
the
to
end.
me.
Kendall Lane is unable to bring it down.
And Chong with the D. Victoria to pick up on this sideline. New South Wales a bit slow to set that zone.
Mabel does well.
Eldred brings it down.
With a head shake. I'm happy with the contact, maybe.
Della with the hammer over the top.
Great throw to Bradley.
Finds Bradley. Oh!
A crucial block, I think, there from Lila Pearl.
Bounced off of, did it bounce off of Pearl, did it, or Lila? But Della, yeah.
It was busy, it was busy.
Last minute layout to try and keep that disc alive.
Apple here with the disc. Got a couple of options, finds Graham up the line, but can't quite catch it. Victoria need to go here, I think. Victoria have an opportunity, they've got numbers for a quick run and gun offense point. But the zone is able to set, and it's Della now at the disc.
Finds Chong, really narrow on this sideline, not a lot of space. Finds Nguyen in the middle though, opening up the field, little overshoot. And New South Wales Lane straight away streaking deep.
Apple with a huge flick to Kendall Lane underneath it. This will be for the championship. And they've done it.
That's it.
New South Wales
game.
have won the tournament. They've won the game. 11-6. 11-5. My apologies. 11-5. A phenomenal throw there from Apple to find Kendall Lane in the end zone. And they're stoked. They're
Very stoked. Yeah. Lovely put, lovely take.
A deserved win. I think that last point was indicative of the whole game. New South Wales unafraid to take those big shots, and man, when they come off, huge throw there. Great goal.
Huge throw.
So that was the final of the women's division. Coming up next on our program at Ulti TV will be the men's final, based purely on body language and what I can see from my position here in the commentary box. I believe that Victoria have won their semi-final against ACT. New South Wales either in the process of or have won their final against Western Australia, so likely to see New South Wales VIC in the men's final in the next time slot. But just back to this game, some great players, don't you think, Louisa?
Oh, absolutely fantastic show of under-22 women's ultimate. I think both teams should be really, really proud of how they performed. I hope they have a chance to watch this footage back and see for themselves just how, real swings of momentum, differences in, obvious strengths in the zone, offense and defense from both teams. So, and the bids,
yes,
absolutely incredible.
Some great bids. That catch by
that one by Chen,
yeah,
absolutely
Chen
fantastic.
Springs to mind as an absolute specky. So
very specky and great spirit, I think, displayed from both teams. Can't see that they would be reflecting on many issues there. No line advisors called in at any point. So game advisors, sorry.
So thanks very much for joining us here on Ulti TV. Stay tuned, of course, for more finals throughout the day from this Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championship. Congratulations, though, are in order to New South Wales women.
New South Wales, with the gold, and Victoria with the silver. Thanks for joining us.
Ulti.TV